Well, it's a cold day. It's so cold. Not just cold Palmer cold. I'm wearing a coat in my flat at the moment. I'll put the heating on, so hopefully it warms up soon. But we're starting the stream in a coat. I don't know what to say about today, really. I own Cole Palmer, which is obviously one thing, but I captained Haaland, which is, unfortunate. Good to see you, Paul. I saw you left a message on my morning stream saying you couldn't make it, so I'm glad to see you. How have you gotten on this week, mate? How have you gotten on? I don't regret. You see, I could be upset about Palmer doing well, couldn't I? But I don't regret captaining Haaland. I don't regret it at all. Going back, I'd make the same decision all over again. So I'd captain him again if given the choice. Just gutting that Palmer's done that. But it's not Palmer, it's bloody Spurs, man. Spurs being Spursy. What can you do? Good to see you, Glenn. Good to see you, Laura. How have you guys gotten on? Well done, Paul. Saka captain. Unlucky, mate. Fulham are good, man. Fulham are a good team. They're a good team. They are a good team. Palmer cap for Glenn. Laura's on 75. Evening, Jake. Jess, it's killed me. It's killed me. I was on a green arrow and it's not gone well. I was just saying, going back, I would I'd captain Haaland all over again. But yeah, the Palmer brace and assist has killed me. And it was Spurs' fault. It's all Spurs, man. Two absolutely stupid penalties. Hey ho. Can't get annoyed at Spurs. You should expect it. Also, sorry, I'm in a coat because it's really cold here today. Do you think the Palmer? Yeah, it will count, mate. It should count. It should count all the same as a shot that a goalkeeper saves and a striker buries. It's also our fault for captain Haaland. Well, I was just saying, I go back to yesterday and I'd do it all over again. I'd do it all over again. If that was the whole reason why I had Haaland in my team as an extra captaincy option when I might have needed him. So I don't regret it. I'd do it again. I can't be too upset. I can be upset against Basuma and Sarr for giving away those penalties, though. I flipped a coin on a Saka and Palmer captaincy. It was a coin flip, mate. What can you do? Watkins captain, Palmer vice. Oh, man, that's a killer. 60 points overall, 49 from Palmer captain and Boomer. Wow. 49 points from two players. They basically outscored my entire team. Yeah, quite a few on Saka captain. I'm glad you can see there that green percentage is his EO, like around my rank, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's not killed me too much, but 18 points I've missed out on. Well, what is it? What would it be? 10 points? Haaland got 8, double to 16. Palmer got 18. I missed out on 10 points. Yeah, should be 10, shouldn't it? I think. Anyway, yeah, missed out on some points. Gone from 200k to 1 million. Yeah, if you can go down that much, you can go up that much, mate. That's how the game works. Only if Martinelli was onside. I didn't actually watch that bit. I saw the first half of the game, and then I went to see my granddad, so I missed the second half. Yeah, I tell you what, Jess, Enzo does look decent. What's everyone's thoughts on Enzo? I think he could. Well, I can't get him because I'm tripled up on Chelsea. I've just remembered, so I can't go for him. But I do think he's a decent option. Also, I don't know if I'm being a bit crazy by thinking this, but I have a feeling that Kelleher is going to be the Liverpool #1 keeper. So I could potentially go Sanchez to Kelleher. Sanchez has been an absolute frigging disaster as well, by the way. Benched in the last game, concedes 3 against Tottenham. Well, I guess you should expect that, really, I suppose. Sanchez has been a disaster. Bruno got me 9 points, red arrow. Yeah, what am I looking at? Old rank 256k, new rank 252k. So I think, well, given I only have 8 Nori tomorrow, and a lot of people probably have Bowen and Cunha, I think that's probably going to be a red arrow, unfortunately. I'm waiting for my flat to warm up, man. I put the heating on. It's so cold. I've got a coat on and everything. What is the temperature right now? What are we talking? 6 degrees. Oh. I've had enough. I want some sun. I think Enzo might be a Semenyo replacement. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's worth it. I think Semenyo's still good. I wouldn't do Enzo to Semenyo, I don't think. By the way, if you've just joined the stream and haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like. I'll literally just sit on here chatting to you all in the chat for, well, we've got an hour. My latest video is going to come out at 7:30. So I'll chat to you all until then. And then I'll leave you with my fantastic new video. But yeah, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like. What's for dinner? I made myself a lovely chicken curry last night. So yeah, I'm going to reheat that with a bit of egg fried rice. Smash it. I had a roast dinner. I had roast beef for lunch. It's cracking. Got some Yorkshire puddings. I've taken some Yorkshire puddings home with me, so that's been cool. Would you do Bruno/Wissa to Isak/Semenyo? No. No, I wouldn't do it. Not worth it. Not worth it. ZT Tech, he captained Saka. Porro did more harm to me than Palmer. Effective ownership is such a yeah. Thank you, Palmer, Enzo, and Johnson. Oh man, Brandon Johnson's doing bits, isn't he? Brandon Johnson is doing bits. Broke the 50k barrier for the first time. I'm only joking, mate. Easy spelling mistake to make. Small green arrow from 57 points. Mate, 2 players scoring all points. That's insane. Time for Cunha and 8 Nori to leave their mark. God, I hope 8 Nori doesn't do it. Cunha doesn't do anything. Only you know the answer to that. RY Void. Cunha still to play. I really need Cunha to drop an absolute stinker, to be honest. What's up, Gustav? How are you doing, mate? I'm not doing too badly. I am really tired though. I've not probably enhanced my bad mood this evening of FPL points, but yeah, sleep has been pretty tough amongst the big storm that's been going on in the UK. The apartment building that I live in has just been creaking for like the whole weekend, so I've really struggled to sleep. So other than that though, you can't. What is it, right? I've got a roof over my head. I can't complain. I'll stop complaining. Is Saliba going to keep scoring? Certainly looks like it, doesn't it? Although I do think those goals just appear to be spread relatively evenly through the Arsenal defence, right? Timber's got one, Saliba's getting them when Gabriel's back. Yeah. So I think, yes, Saliba will do well, but I think the goals will be spread fairly evenly through that Arsenal defence. I have Palmer, Enzo, and Jackson. I captain Jackson. Oh, man. Do you know what I said? Right. I will say one thing. And it doesn't help you. But I remember on the deadline stream, people were asking me, should I captain Jackson or Palmer? And I always said I would favour the penalty taker. And look what happened. I think you should always, if there's 2 players from the same team you're deciding on who to captain, you have to go for the penalty taker, in my opinion. Unless the penalty taker is like a centre defensive midfielder. But if it's Palmer v Jackson, you've got to go for the penalty taker, mate. Yeah, what do people think about Gabriel? What's going on with him? I mean, Arsenal have got they Champions League in midweek? They should be. So if Gabriel makes the squad for the Champions League, then I'd suggest he's fit. But if he doesn't, that's a bit of an issue. Unlucky facts. You can't have them all, mate. You can't have all the players. 76 points with 8 Nori left to play, so you'll finish with 76. I hope you don't, mate. He's 27.4% owned around my rank, so that should actually be quite good for me if he does well. 55 points, got Wan-Bissaka and Cunha. Bailed out by Palmer. Yeah, I think a lot of people will be saying that. Hey Tom, is it worth playing bench boost chip in a single game week? I wouldn't do it. It depends on who your bench is, though, I guess. But I probably wouldn't do it. It all depends on who's on your bench. Let me know in the chat, mate, who's on your bench and the fixtures they've got. I'm dodging headaches with defenders and rotate cheap defenders with Trent. Fair enough. Do I hold Jackson long term? Yeah, mate. Just keep the faith. You're in the chat again, Z4YD. I remember you from this morning being knee jerky. You can't base your FPL decisions on one game. You can't. I didn't watch the Bournemouth game either. Anyone see the Bournemouth game? It wasn't on the telly in the UK, so I haven't had a chance to see it yet. The only reason I would have gotten rid of Jackson is if he got his 5th yellow, but he didn't. Let's have a look. I'll have a look at SofaScore because I'm actually quite interested as well. Bear with. You're just going to have to look at my... In fact, let's take a look at my score predictions and see how they actually played out. SofaScore. We'll have a look. I'm intrigued as well, Jess. Do you think Luca Dean is a sell? I probably would, mate. Yeah. Do I hold Matoma? Definitely. You bought him for a reason. Don't get rid of him now. Jackson, an easy score against Brentford. Brentford are terrible defensively. Right, here we go. Let's do some analysis from SofaScore of Semenyo's performance. Also, I'm really losing my voice. I was in a bar last night at a Christmas party. I'm going to sound like a really old man. The music was so loud that in order to actually have a conversation with people, you needed to shout. And you can hear that in my voice. So we got a 7.8 rating. Pretty good. 68 touches. 0.13, not much threat. He was all over the pitch by the looks of it. 1 shot. So 2 shots. Doesn't look like he had the best game from an FPL perspective, but SofaScore rated him really highly. I noticed he was the only one of the front line that didn't get subbed, but that might be like a freshness thing because he was suspended last week. Let's see what... I don't want insurance. Let's see. It wasn't anywhere near the bonus. Yeah, 0.7 XGI in that game is what it is. I'm still happy with him. And according to Fantasy Football Hub, he is the 7th best midfielder for expected points, which doesn't sound that impressive. But all of the 6 players ahead of him are like Palmer, Salah, Son, Saka, and then Eze, I think, is ahead of him as well. So the algorithms do really still like him. And I do think those next 5 fixtures are good. Even Man United away, I wouldn't be too concerned about. Blimey, we've only got 2 deadline days till Christmas as well. Insane. Yeah, I expected more out of him too. Is Amad Diallo a viable replacement for Smith Rowe? If I was looking to replace Smith Rowe right now, I'd go for Enzo Fernandez, mate. I think Enzo Fernandez has proved himself now. I'll go for Enzo. Yes, I could have chosen Kluivert, but it's very easy to get carried away. Very easy to get carried away with like returns like that because he's just got 3 hat-trick of penalties. Like that's not sustainable. You can't be picking a player off the back of that. Paul, I can, but my next video is going to show you exactly that. The second best defender, there's 2. It's Joe Gomez and Malo Gusto. Those are the 2 best for expected points, Paul. Yes, Kaftan. I don't think... Is he still under 5 million, though? Is he actually that cheap? Kirkes looks good, yeah. Does. 4.9. Wow. And the numbers are solid as well. You're not expecting the world from a 4.9, but yeah, the numbers are solid. And the Chelsea fixtures, wow. Jess, you read my mind. I don't think you can get rid of Semenyo though. That feels a bit knee-jerky to me. I always say this, you feel free to disagree. Anyone on the chat feel free to disagree with this, but I always say with those kinds of luxury transfers where I was case in point this week of it not working. So where you sell one like decent option in FPL who you know is going to play, has a good chance of scoring points, but you think there is a better player that you know is going to play and just has a better chance of scoring points. So you've got two decent options. You swap one for the other because you think the other is going to score more points. I'd say 50 to 60% of the time it doesn't work for me. And this week I had Mbumo and Chris Wood, and I sold them for Semenyo and Isak, and I lost points. So those kind of luxury transfers, I don't like. Sleeping on Estupinian, are they? Did Brighton keep a clean sheet? What did he do? Have I missed him? The Brighton, Leicester and Bournemouth Ipswich games are two that I don't really know much about, I must say. Sleeping on Estupinian, I'm not sure they are, mate. I'm not sure they are. Two-pointer. The most points he scored in a single game this season is 4. Lamptey starting again. Oh, yeah, but for how long, mate? For how long? Would you go to the triple Chelsea attack? Nico? Oh, are you saying Neto? Who's Nico? Am I being stupid? Oh, Nicholas Jackson, of course. My bad. Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson, Palmer and Enzo is not bad. And I don't think, if we just look at Chelsea's recent results, if I can I pull that up easily? I think with Chelsea's recent results, they do not have an issue scoring goals. No, they don't. So they have scored, holy moly. They've scored in every game this season. Oh no, they didn't score in that one. Scored in that one, scored in that one, scored in that one, scored in that one. Scored 4 in that one, scored. Yeah, they've scored in every game bar one this season of Chelsea. They've scored in every game apart from the Man City one at the start. Interesting stat. Yeah, Sanchez did look crap, didn't he? What a disaster bringing in Sanchez has been, eh? What a disaster. Oh, and he's got Brentford next. Like, Brentford are going to score, aren't they? God. At least when he didn't play against Southampton, he didn't concede. God. Why did I bring him in? What was I thinking? To be fair, I've always said in every video I've ever made that I think Onana is going to be the top scoring keeper this season. He's got the Mankey derby, hasn't he? Can't bring him in ahead of that. I do think Onana is going to be the best goalkeeper. Any worries Sanchez will be dropped? Oh, sorry, I've just said that. Painful. How do we get on in the... I tell you what, fantasy challenge. We're cooking in that. Oh my God, someone got 327 points. I was like, oh yeah, I'm cooking in that. I had all the top players who scored goals, and someone's got 325 points. You having a laugh? Mental. So yeah, I had Son, Palmer. Well, obviously I did. Jesus. By the way, if you're new around here and haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like on the stream. Let's try and do... how many are we on at the moment? I can't actually check. Anyone let me know how many likes we're on? It doesn't show me on my YouTube screen. It's really annoying. $30. Let's get to 50. 75 likes, that's the goal for the end of the stream. You got 187 people watching. I reckon we should be able to get to 100, but I'll set an easy target of 75. John, you're a little bit late, mate, but it's all good. Should I get rid of Chris Wood for Isak or Jackson? I think you should. I think you should get Isak in. I look back on I know my transfers haven't paid off this week. So I did. And my captaincy decision didn't pay off. So I did Mbumo and Wood to Semenyo and Isak. And I captained Haaland. And I go back to that decision. I think I'd do it all over again. I kept Haaland for a circumstance like this, where when he was the best captain, I should do it. And I did. Thoughts on Eze? Yeah, could be alright. Could be alright. Onana's not going to be dropped, mate. He's been one of the best. I know he had a poor game, but I think he's been one of the best goalkeepers in the world this season. Genuinely, he's bailed us out on multiple occasions. I don't think he's getting dropped. Oh, Christopher, mate. What can you do, man? I think Watkins was a good captain. I guess the only thing you can say is you must have known there was a little bit of a risk of him being benched. Yeah, I don't know, Anaf. The whole Chelsea setup is really strange, isn't it? I think with the form that he's been in and the fact that he's wearing the captain armband, I know Reece James is club captain, but he barely exists now at this point, does he, Reece James? I think Enzo's probably nailed on. Cursed Epic won the fantasy challenge. Is that true? But you can't have won the challenge because there's still a day left. I know that it's probably wrapped up, but you don't know for sure because there's still some games left. But if you're leading now, I think you've got a good chance. We should sell Haaland. That is time for selling him. What are we saying, guys? Is it time? I can't bring myself to do it, man. I can't bring myself to do it. I think it's too late to sell him. I've made my bed. I've got to lie in my bed. That's how we're looking next week. I think I've got to keep him. I've got to keep him. It's done. And like, I guess I could improve my team by selling him, but I look at this team and I'm not upset with it. It's just the defence I'm not massively happy with. He does love scoring against United. And I don't think City have issues scoring goals. It's not their goal scoring that's an issue. I say that, and then there's 2 games against Liverpool and Spurs they didn't score in. But I think his goals will come, I agree. Sally just wants to get Isak in. Yeah, I feel you. How can you do that, Sally, without selling Haaland? Is there a way? I had to have 2 cheap midfielders, so I have to have Rodgers and Semenyo in there at the moment, which is kind of killing me a little bit. Captain Saka got me so angry. Mate, I've had a little rant on this stream, but ultimately, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. You just got to deal with these, man. There was so little between... there was so little between... What am I trying to say? Saka and Palmer going into this week, I think. It's a 50-50 decision that's not gone your way. That's all it is. You can't... you can't get mad about those things out of your control. I would not do Jackson to Isak, no. Yeah, all right, Nixie. All right, mate. How many points? Oh, yeah, I'll go back to live FPL. Sorry. There you go. I'm on 54 points with 8 Nori still to play. Yeah, I don't mind Iwobi. There's so many good cheap midfielders, aren't there? Got Rodgers, Semenyo, Iwobi, Smith Rowe. It'll still be decent. And then Enzo Fernandez. And there's probably others I've forgotten as well. There's probably others. Buonanotte, he didn't play this week because he belongs to Brighton, doesn't he? Evan Nielsen seems to be good. What did he do this week? Your star boy this week is Burgess. Huge. Is Burgess young enough to be a star boy? What have we got? What was I going to look at? Evan Nielsen. Did he score? No, he didn't do anything, mate. He didn't do anything today. Z4YD, mate, you are very knee-jerky, my friend. You're looking at Evan Nilsson, who didn't even do anything this week. No, mate, you may as well just take a 0-pointer rather than play Aid Nori, from my experience. He's useless. Clean sheet is a myth now. Things could change next week. Arsenal have got Everton, right? Yeah, Arsenal have got Everton. How many points do you have in total? Does it say? 938, says it there. I've got 938, mate. Wow, the gap is pretty small, isn't it? 58 points between us and 900,000 ranks. Crazy. Sorry, 800. Well, yeah, 900-ish. Wissa to Evan Nilsson, you don't regret it. Wissa scored, though. Interesting. Who do you think is the best defender for 5 point? Timber. Except Timber. I think I'd spend a lot less and get someone cheap like Kirkez, to be honest. I think I would. I'd get someone dirt cheap. And then spend the rest of the money elsewhere. Sorry about that. I think I will do it. Sell him Matoma to get Enzo. Oh, no. Why are you buying Bernardo Silva? Don't buy Bernardo Silva, mate. What are you doing? Bro, you don't want to be buying Bernardo Silva. That's terrible. I agree, Paul. You can't sell him, can you? And ultimately, like, other than... Munoz could be good, to be fair, but... Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Sally, I've got to hand deliver the mug, haven't I? Whoever wins, I'm hand delivering the mug. Unless you live... Oh, well, actually, no. There are some places where if I'm from the UK, I'm banned from going. I think my job bans me from going to some places as well. So I have to be a little bit careful. We might have to meet somewhere. But, yeah. I might drop the mug and biscuits to people. Oh, mate, you can't... Telling me you're bringing in Bernardo Silva because he scored in 1 week. Nah. Does anyone in this chat say no if you don't think he's bad? Say yes if you think he's good. In terms of Bernardo Silva. Everyone's saying no, mate. You can't be picking Bernardo Silva. No way. Look at that. Everyone's saying no. Thank you, everyone, for proving my point. Bernardo Silva's a terrible FPL option, mate. Don't go for him. Sorry, I've lost the chat now. Everyone was saying no. I appreciate you all inputting. 8 Nori in Game Week 16. Yes, agree. Garnacho replacement. Brennan Johnson, Eze, Semenyo, or Enzo. Currently holding Gusto and Dallo with 2 million in the bank. Just checking the time. Please advise. Just keep them. Just keep them. Keep them. League codes? Yeah, I'll send you my league code. We have to do an update on the mini league now, don't we? It's not going to be live though. It's the only thing. So Alex is still... Well, no, it's not live. This watch is a tag. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what watch it is. I don't know. It's just a watch. I don't know if I should disclose that on a stream. So I'm going to keep quiet on that one before I give away what it is. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know. I DM it to you on Twitter. I trust you. You're in the streams quite a lot, unless you're looking to nick it. You have to cut it off my dead body. Will it? Will it have the latest league scores? Let's have a look. How do I see that? That is impressive, Treble. That is impressive. That's all I'll say. Live leagues. What's that? Change league name. Choose a league. Search. What? I'm trying to work it. Am I being dumb? Live leagues. If I'm being stupid and I'm not using this website properly, please tell me. Active league, change name. Yeah, what? I'm lost, guys. I'm lost. I'm sorry. I'm lost. Yeah, someone in our league is like in the top 10 in the world, mate. He might join the chat. He might join the chat. At the top, click View Live League Table. Where's that? Ah, right. That's what I've got. What? Ah, I see. My bad. Where does that show then? Golden Goal Mini League. Does that appear somewhere down here then? Oh, here we go. It's just been loading. Oh, wow. So Alex has been overtaken. He did a hit. Oh, he did a hit for Trent. Oh, that's painful. So his live overall is 129th. Oh, he's had a bit of a red arrow today. And then Endo, Emil Appelson is 62nd overall. And then we got 4 people in the top 1,000. Incredible. I don't know why I'm being advertised a cat suit, by the way. Or the that's the thing from the Da Vinci Code, isn't it? Does anyone want a crystal infused encrusted robin? Or a sofa? Does anyone want a sofa for £43.67? That looks cracking, doesn't it? £43 for a sofa. Does anyone spot themselves? Sorry, I'm scrolling quite fast, aren't I? I'll slow down. Where am I? It's not looking good for me, is it? It's not looking good for me. I see some familiar faces. Lee Fisher. Good to see you, Niels. I'm going to buy the sofa. I'm not going to do team reviews yet, mate. There's so much football to be played that I am not doing team reviews yet. There's no point. Thank you for joining my mini league. I'm going to go back to the message and pin it. I'm going to pin that message. There you go. Join the mini league in the chat. Oh, there I am. 102nd overall. 102nd. Huge. Yeah, so poor Alex. I guess who's he got? Let's see. Who's he got? Bowen captain. Oh, wow. Wow. He's got 8 Nori coming in and Bowen is his captain. That is exciting. Bowen is his captain, eh? That's interesting. Who's this guy got? Oh, he's all out. Cunha still to play. Cunha and 8 Nori. So Bowen captain. Whoa, that's exciting. I need to get an ad blocker, don't I? Could someone send me, if you wouldn't mind? I trust you not to send me a computer virus. Could someone please tweet me a link to a good ad blocker on there, please, and I'll get an ad blocker. Or actually, I might. I feel bad doing an ad blocker on this website though, because it's so good, and I want Ragabolly to get some cash because he deserves it for his good website. I don't want to screw Ragabolly over though, because he's a legend. Is there a Chrome extension? Is there? All right, loads of options there. I'll revisit the chat this evening and check on that. Let's have a look at that one then from Lee. Well, it's very orange. Oh, here's the Content Creators League. At one point, I was doing really well. I was in the top 5, and now I'm 20th. I've been overtaken by Andy. Who else is beating me? I'm beating Fabio Borges, though. One of the greatest FPL managers of all time. Sort of take that. Ben Krellin, man. Incredible. 90 points for Andy. Really? Can we see his team? We had Raya, Gabriel, Saliba. Holy moly, what a team. Palmer captain, Bruno. Oh my God. Raul Jimenez goals. Oh, what a week. What a week for Andy. Holy moly. Fair enough. I can't compete with that. Well done to Andy. I should put my ID back in here. I think I'm going to go in 10 minutes if that's all right, guys. I'm really tired. I'm not going to lie. I've had a really long weekend of stuff in YouTube. Oh no, it's been confirmed, guys. I've got a red arrow already. I'm on a red arrow already. Cunha's still not screwed me. Cunha and Bowen still haven't had a chance to screw me yet. I'd keep Wisser, mate. I don't think there's a whole lot between Wisser and Wood, I've got to say. Boxing Hotspur has had enough of Ange and Levy. Yeah, they were. I don't know what to say about that because, yes, I can actually see the reason for that. But 2 of those Chelsea goals, which lost you the game, were silly penalties. They were really silly penalties, weren't they? Unfortunately, I don't have any steak in the flat. I've got a curry, mate. I've got a butter chicken curry to have tonight, which I'm equally excited for. Oh, and people have Fabianski as well. Oh, there's quite a lot of people. There's quite a lot of players to kill me in that game, isn't there? This could go from bad to worse, guys. This could go badly. But hopefully, Aït-Nouri gets a hat trick. I want an Aït-Nouri hat trick and a clean sheet so Bowen doesn't score. Dibbling to Enzo or Aït-Nouri to Timber? I do Aït-Nouri to Timber, but wait. Just see how he gets on this week. Probably do Dibbling to Enzo, to be honest. Risky Pearl, I had roast beef today as well. It was amazing too. My dad did a really good job. It was really nice. Excuse me, if you had... Oh, that's very polite. If you had Haaland, Salah, Saka, Palmer, who will you choose as captain for the round of 16? Well, in my latest video, I'll talk through that in a bit more detail, mate, and I will schedule that to go out at 7:15. So in 10 minutes' time, that will go out. But I reckon Salah. Should I start Gusto or Dallo this coming game week? I would refer to my latest video on that one as well. But I'll help you. What are the fixtures like? I'd start Gusto, mate. Yeah, Gusto. I've seen it. I've seen enough. I'd start Gusto. Thank you, Paul. All members can see it early. That's what you get as a member. Early access to all of my videos. Sometimes, though, when I make a video quite late on in the day, I just put it straight public. But that's most of the time, I get the video up. And then members can watch it for a good few hours before the rest of the people see it. If Cunha blanks again, I might sell him for Isak. Yeah, I don't mind that. Mohamed. Big ups, mate. I appreciate that. Best Flecken replacement. What do we think about Kelleher? Genuinely, what do you guys think about Kelleher? So I have a theory on Kelleher, right? I'll talk about it in my latest video. I keep plugging that because I want people to watch it. But this is the final point I'll make on this stream. The final insight that I'll try and give you on this stream. So FSG, right, the owners of Liverpool, they own a Major League Baseball team, I'm pretty sure. I heard this on the radio the other day and read it in an article. So FSG have a history of, rather than renewing the contracts of older players who are like their star players, they just let them go. They seem to be doing that with Salah because there isn't a contract in front of him yet that he wants to sign. They don't appear to be re-signing him. And I think they could do the same with Alisson. And I think they could sell him. I genuinely do. So I kind of have a gut feeling that Kelleher's going to be the number one. But that's not enough to pick him in FPL. So yeah, that's the final insight. Isaac, yeah, we'll have a quick look at price changes actually. Lee's overtaken me. Cheers for that, mate. Thanks for letting me know. So yeah, price rises expected tonight. Isak's going to go up. Sancho's going to go up. Saliba's going to go up. Enzo's going to go up. Cunha's going to go up. Strand Larsen's going to go up. Hall's going to go up. Looks like Raya, Collins, Vardy are all very likely to go up. Who else is likely? And Damsgaard, Murillo, Timber's likely to go up. Oh, I'll take the Timber rise. Verbruggen, Saka, Colwill. All of these players likely to go up. What about down? Akanji, Luis Diaz, Smith Rowe, interesting. Romero, João Felix, Fofana. They also get in Marmad Dash. Oh man, I'm not going to try. Where does is that? Is he a Georgian guy? It's not like Kvaratskhelia. That it's not him, is it? I can actually pronounce his name because I did a video about him in the Euros. No, Haaland's going down. I'm losing money on Haaland. Haaland's actually going to... I'm going to lose money on Haaland, guys. He's going down to 14.9. I'm going to lose money on him. Good God. I'm going to lose money. Harrison, Cresswell. We're going to have a 3.9 defender. Guardiola's going down. Oh no, Voldymarson. Not Voldymarson. No, he's my goalkeeper. How's he going down? That's mental. I'm going to have to buy Fabianski, aren't I? Half of my team is going down in price. Half of my team is going up and half of them are going down. Crazy. Buy Saka. Yeah, we'll see. He didn't get anything today though, did he? Hi Tom, would you buy Enzo in for Jorginho Ruta? Tonight I'm going to France to Disneyland. Huge, mate. I probably wouldn't rush him in this week just yet. I know. Why are people selling him? Come on, man. Just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. Don't sell him. That's going to kill me. Is he 4.1 yet, or is he just 4 million? I feel absolutely violated by that. Yeah. Is Fantasy Football Hub good because they put salary? Well, Fantasy Football Hub's great, mate. You can sign up. There's a free, I think it's still a free month you get on Fantasy Football Hub. There's a link in the description of this stream if you want to sign up, mate. Right. So on stream, I'm going to do what I did last week, and I'm going to set my latest video to go live and leave a link to it. So you're going to get the YouTube studio view. So here's all my videos I've made. It's scheduled to go live at 7:30 p.m, but I'm going to make it live now. Video is public. How do I share it? Get shareable link. Copy to clipboard. Latest video. Now, live. Special for you guys. Mate, I recorded that during the game. I did indeed. I'm hardcore, man. I did the graphics, sat in one of my dad's chairs, chatting to him, watching the game, and then I recorded it during the Chelsea-Tottenham game. So it's live now. So I'll pin that. Replace that pin message. I'm going to go have some dinner. I'm absolutely done in, guys. Oh, blimey. Nearly knocked my mic off then. Ugh, so what's that? 2 videos, 3 live streams this weekend. Very busy. Pete, I would do that, mate. We love this game, Sally. It's been busy, man, because I did the same last weekend, and then we had 2 game weeks in the space of a week, didn't we? So, it's been crazy. Been crazy busy. And I launched the new... I just answered that question, Eddie. I definitely did just answer that question. And I launched that new YouTube channel as well. I don't know if you've seen that, Sally, but if you fancy starting a YouTube channel, let me know. I'll send you a link. I think that's everything. I'm done. I'm going to go sit down, have some dinner, and I've got to do some chores around the flat as well. So I'm going to go and do that. There's a video out. The pin comment. Leave a like on the stream. How many are we on? How many are we on? Let's just have a quick check. How many likes do we currently have? Did we hit 75? 56 likes. Come on. Come on. Let's get to 75. I'll send it to you, Sally, on Twitter. I paid a guy to... I'll show you. I paid a guy to do the thumbnail. Bear with. It's off screen. I'll show you. I paid a guy to do the thumbnail. Genuinely hate my life. Thank you very much, Sally. It wasn't me. It was a good man named Alex Follow that did it. Check that out. I paid someone 10 quid to do a thumbnail for me. There you go, eh? That's the first video. How to make £1,000 a month from YouTube. If anyone's interested, in fact, I'll leave a link to that in the chat as well. I'll leave a link to that. You want to check that out? Check it out. By the way, I'm not going to make £1,000 a month this month from YouTube, despite working all weekend on it. So it's a lot of work to get there. But I hopefully explain that in the video. Right. I'm going to go now. Thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate that. How many likes are we on? 69. Come on, 6 more. 6 more. I know you guys can do that. 68. Someone's disliked. Someone's taken a like away. I'm gutted. I'll stop begging for likes now. I'm going to go. See you later.